Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Amit. So, last video, we have learned about the quotation, HTML quotation, and comments. So, today we will learn HTML colors, how we will assign the color to HTML elements, how to assign the text color, how to assign the background color. Okay. So, first we will know about the color tag. HTML color are specified with predefined color name or with RGBA, red, green, blue, and hex, HSL, RGBA, and HSL value. Okay. So, what is RBA? First, RBG. I will explain RBG. What is the color type? These are the basic colors. Okay, these are the basic colors. So, what is the RBG and what is the HEX and what is the HSL and RGBA? This is the advanced. Okay. So first let me explain. First open the notepad. Okay. Just a minute. Open the notepad. Plus. I will show you HTML colors. Okay. So first these are some basics color. First is the RGB. RGB or RGB. RGB is the green, green and blue. RGB means red, green, blue. So red, green, blue, these are the basics color. Okay, RGB is the basic color. These three colors will combine and generate new color. Okay, initially if RGB if RGB red equal to, we have range 0 to 256. We have range 0 to 256. Red, green, we have 0 to 56. This is the color range. This is the color range. Okay, and green, blue, this is the basic colors. Green 0 to 256, this is the basic range. Okay, this is the basic range. If you combine if you combine if you combine these color value, so then you will generate a new color. So HEX means hexa value, hexadecimal value. RGB means it will provide some RGB value like this. If you want to provide some color property, color equal to RGB, you will use like this and some value. And if here we want to assign value, RGB value. What is the value? If I want red color is the 10, red color 10, and green color we will use 56, and blue color we will use for example 80. So it will generate a new color. It will generate a new color. Okay. So 0 to 255. I think there are initially value 0 to not to 256 to 55. So I will show you exact value. See, background color. You can set up the background color like this using color code. Okay. Yeah, 255. These are the initially range 0 to 255. So you can use 0 to 255 any number. So it will generate a new value. Like this. This is the RGBA. And this is the hexa code. This is the HSL code. HSL code you will define 0 to 100%. You will define 0 to 100% in HSL. HSL means hue saturation. HSL means hue saturation. Value. Okay, hue saturation. I think HSL stand for hue saturation, uh, hue saturation, I think lightness. Hue saturation, lightness. Okay, hue saturation, lightness. Okay, hue saturation, lightness. You will define as a percentage color equal to HSL like this. HSL, you will provide the value in the HSL format. HSL, what is the HSL format? HSL format is the percentage. You can use the percentage. Okay. So if you want to red color as 0, red color as 0, red green you want to 50%, and blue you want to mix 20%. So it will generate a new value. It will generate a new value. Okay. You it will generate a new value. This is the RGBA. This is the RGBA. This is the RGBA color. This is the HSL color value. Okay. And another RGBA, 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 RGBA. If you want to add, if you want to add A, if you want to add A after that, so it will define another meaning. It will define another meaning, just like A stand for alpha. A stand for red, green, blue, alpha. Red, green, blue, alpha. Red, green, blue, alpha. Alpha. If you provide the alpha, if you provide the alpha, that is the fourth parameter. So it will decrease the value of color 50%. It will decrease the value of 50%. If you want to provide color equal to RGBA format, RGBA format. So you mention like this. Red you want to mention 10, and green you want to 60, blue you want to 90, and alpha value we need to provide alpha value also here. So if you provide alpha like this, you mention like this 0.5%, 0.5%. So it will decrease the whole color. This RGBA generate one new color. Okay. And you provide here value 0 to 5%, means half. So it will show as a half color. What color it will generate? And this alpha decrease in the 50%. 0.5 means 50%, 0.1 means 10%, 0.1 10%, 0.2 20%, and if you provide 1, so it will 100%. Okay, like this. On the same HSLA, on the same HSLA, hue saturation lightness alpha. So here same you mention 0.1%. So it will decrease the opacity. It will decrease the opacity based on this. Okay. And third one hexa. Third one is hexa. Hex, hex means hexadecimal. 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 It will show using hash key and some decimal value. Then after number, some decimal value. Decimal value, how to define decimal value? 0 to 9. I will show you hexadecimal how to generate. Hexadecimal will start from hash. HEX. I will show you HEX how to generate. A hexadecimal color is specified with RR, red, green, and blue, like this. Hexadecimal will start hash RR, green, blue. Okay, red, green, blue. Hexadecimal total character 6 character. Total 6 character. Where RR means red, GG for green, and BB for blue. Hexadecimal integer specify the component of the color. So you can use RGG, RG, RRGGBB using hash key. using hash symbol, using hash symbol. So if you want to provide, if you want to provide color, if you want to provide any color, if you want to provide any color, if I want to provide black color, so we need to use red red 0, green green 0, and blue we want to 0 also. So if every color you will provide as a 0 0 0, so it will generate as a black, it will generate as a black. Okay, and there are also value start from, for example, if you provide a FF means it is display red because red is set as high value 0 to F. This is the hexa value F. It will start 0 to 9 and 0 to, I will show you how to generate the hexadecimal. Always hexadecimal start from 0 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Okay, these are the total 10. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Okay, and total value here 16. In the hexa, in the hexa value, in the hexa value we have 16 value: 10 11 12 13 14 15. I think 1 2 3 4 5 6. Yeah, that is the total 16. So in the 10 you can use A, 11 you can use as B, 12 you can use C, 13 you can use D, 14 you can use E, and 15 you can use F. Okay, so there are total range of 0 to 16. We have a total range, we have hexadecimal total range, hexadecimal total range 0 to 16, sorry 0 to 15. We have range of 0 to 15. Initially 0 to 9, 0 to 9 we will mention as a number, and after 9, after 9 we will use A to F, we will use A to F. After 10 11 12 13 14 and 15 you can use A to F. So if if here, here if you provide the color, again you will provide the color. If you want to make color as a white, so how you can use, you can use F last value, you can use red as 15, red as 15 like FF. Green you can use the last range, and blue also use the last range, so it will display white, it will display the white. So in the hexadecimal code, in the hexadecimal, in the hexadecimal, there are the 6 digit. So you can use like this. If you generate any other color, so you can use hash. Hash. I will use some number first. I will use 6. I will use starting 6. Red I will use the 6, and the green we will use the CC, and the blue I will use blue. I will take range 3. So it will generate another new color. Okay, I will show you in the example. I will show you in the example. See here. See, there are total range. Total red F 0 to 0 to 15. 0 to 15. This value of 0 to 15. Green I will use the 0 to 15 means 0 to 15 means FF. 15 last range is the 15 FF. Blue I already used the FF. See, if I will use the whole value as a FF, so it will show as a white. Here I am using red 6 6. So here 6 6 yes 6 6 6. Red I am using 6 6 and CC. Okay, green we will use CC. Green we will use CC. Okay, and 3 3. Blue will use 3 3. Blue use will be 3 3. So see what color will generate. The color will generate green, light green, not a dark green. So you can use hexa code like this. And yes, HSL. HSL I already explained you. HSL means hue, saturation, lightness. HSL stand for hue, saturation and lightness. HSLA color value or extension of HSLA with alpha channel. With alpha channel. Alpha channel will define the opacity of the color. Alpha will define the opacity of the color. Opacity of the color. So HSL, H stand for hue, S means saturation, and L for lightness. A color can be specified as saturation and lightness form. You can use as a percentage value. Okay, 0 to 100%. 0 to 100% you can use. 0% means shade of gray, and 100% is the full color. Okay, and 0 is the low level of shade on the same color. Okay, so you can use hue. You can use this value. Saturation is the 50%, lightness is the 25%. Then it will generate this like this. 100 means pure color, no side of gray. 50% means 50% gray, but you can still the see color. 0% is the completely gray. You can no longer see the any color. Okay, so that is the color property. These are the three type of color you can define. First using RGB, RGBA, RGB, RGBA. A for alpha stand for alpha. It will define the opacity. And second thing is hexacode using hexacode. It uses 0 to 15 value, but initially 0 to 9, and after that you can use A to F. Okay, and using the hash symbol. And HSL is saturation lightness, and AA is stand for alpha to define the opacity of color. So I hope you guys understand how to generate the color. So we'll move to the CSS part. So the CSS will create the separate video of CSS based on the CSS. Every property we will explain on the CSS video. But in this video, just I will explain why use the CSS. What is the full form of CSS? CSS stand for cascading style sheet. CSS stand for cascading style sheet. I will use the CSS here. CSS stand for cascading style sheet. This is the full form of CSS. CSS cascading style sheet. You will use the CSS property in your HTML for designing your page, defining the color, background, text color, everything, property, border. So I will explain every property CSS in the next video, in CSS video, CSS playlist. Here just I will explain the basic of CSS. CSS saves a lot of work. It can control the layout of multiple web pages all at once. Okay. So what is CSS? CSS stand for cascading style sheet. It is used to formatting the layout of web page. Here, if you in this page, if you can see all these colors, all these the formatting proper text display in the proper way, left side, header, footer, a sidebar, and the content will display using the it will display using the CSS. With CSS, you can control the color, font, and size of the text, the spacing between the elements, how elements are positioned and laid out, what background image or background color are to be used, different display for different devices, and the based on the screen size, content will display in the proper way. So you can define using the CSS. And the multimedia, there are another topic on the CSS, media query. So based on the media query, you will display based on the screen size, mobile, tablet, desktop view, laptop view. Okay. Using CSS, we have three options for applying the CSS in your HTML file. Okay, we have three options. We have three way to define the CSS. We have three way to applying the CSS in your HTML. Your HTML. First is the inline. First is the inline. Using inline, by using inline style attribute. By using inline, how to apply? By using the style attribute elements, you can apply the inline style. Second is internal. Internal means you can use the style tag. You can use the style tag inside the. You can use the style tag element inside the head section. Third is the external. In the last video, I already explained you this one also. So third one is the external. You can create the separate CSS file using the .css extension. Create the separate file. Create the separate. Create the separate CSS file. Create the separate CSS file and save with .css extension and link in your HTML page using link element. You can link the same file. Using link element. Link relation. Relation is style sheet. And href equal to provide the dot slash path of your CSS file and close the link. Okay, like this. You can apply the CSS. This path is define the .css file path. It will fetch the .css path. Okay, and this is the relation attribute. Use the relation for style sheet. Okay, so in free way you can apply the CSS in your code, in your HTML code. So I will show you first. First is the inline. Using the style attribute. I will show you in the code. This is our code. I will show you the inline. First, I will show here. Use the style attribute. I will provide the color equal to red. I will provide color red. Go to the output and refresh. The style color equal to red. Semicolon. Save. Is not applied by H1. This is the inline style. Close the H1. Style color. Oh, okay. Not equal to color red. See, color is applied. If you want to apply in the paragraph, so don't use the equal to here column. Use this one, and you can see this color is applied. Inline. Using inline, you can use just style attribute. You can use the style attribute and provide the color property. So using inline attribute, inline style attribute, apply the CSS. Using inline, just use the style attribute. Okay. For example, style equal to color. I want to provide red like this. Okay. Internal. Using internal. For using internal, just internal, we need to create one style element or style tag. Close the style tag inside the head section. And using the class name, you will provide here. First, you will provide using the tag name. You will assign the style using the tag name. Like using the tag name. Like if I want to apply H1, so you can use like this, and you can use like this H1 and provide the color here. Color I want to apply red. Okay, like this. This is using tag name. using tag. Second is we using 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 class name. Using class name. So how apply the using class name? Use class name using dot class name. So you will provide anything here class name as per your requirement and provide the color. Provide the color red like this. Okay, you will provide like this color. Third one, third one, third one, third one is using ID name. Using ID name. How to apply using ID name? Using hash. Using hash. Using hash ID name. ID name. Whatever ID name you want to provide as per your requirement and provide the property. This is property like this. So all those things you will put inside the style tag. You will put inside the style tag. I will show you. I will show you in the example. Remove this one. Remove this one. Using internal. Using internal. Okay. Using internal style. Using internal style. What internal style says that use the first style tag inside the head section. Use the style tag inside the head section, and you will provide first using the tag name. First tag name. I want to apply h1. H1. What is the tag name? H1. H1. Inside the H1, I will provide the color green. I want to provide color green. Take this one. Go to the output. So as you can see, your style is applied. Your style is applied using the tag name. Using the tag name. Second is I will provide the using class name. So I want to apply here. So here we need to define class equal to class name. Class name I will provide first paragraph. This is the paragraph. Paragraph. This is the class name. This is the unique class name. You can use as per your requirement. You can create as per your requirement. And class name how to define? Using dot. Using dot. Here I want to apply background color. I want to provide background color. I want to provide blue. Okay. Save this one. As you can see, your background color is applied. I will provide the padding also. Padding 10 pixel. I will provide the padding also 10 pixel. As you can see, your padding is applied. Okay. This is the using class name. Here, add some comments. How to add the comments? Like this. This is the using class name. Add the comments like this. In the previous video, I already explained the comments. This style. Add the comment here also. Using the tag name. Add the comments so everyone understand. Third one how to apply. Third one using id name. So id name we need to define id here. I want to apply here id equal to second para. This is my id. Okay, this is my id, unique id. And how to apply using id? Use the hash symbol and id name. Inside the id name will provide the first. I will provide the background color. Background color is red. Background color is red. Background color I will provide red. Semicolon. Padding will provide 20 pixel. Border I will provide 1 pixel solid. Okay. And red. No. Blue. Save it. Refresh. Why it is not applied? There are some errors. Why related the comments here? I think some mistake in that comment. See, see, background padding and border also applied using the using the using the ID, using the ID. So I hope you guys understand. Move to the next external by using the external element. So first we need to open the one notepad. Okay, and this notepad we need to save as a .css extension. This is the separate one. External, how to apply? Using the external file. So my css dot css, this name my css you can use as per your requirement. You can define the name as per you, and .css is the extension you can save inside the desktop on the same path. So how to apply? Here I will show you. Go to the code. This is my code. First remove this one. Okay, we don't need for now. Cut this one and paste all those things here, and here in the separate css file, because I already saved this one as a css, so we don't need to style tag here. Just we need to tag name, class name, and id name, same thing. Okay, and just we need to link, we need to use link tag inside the head. We need to use link tag and relation. What is the relation? Style sheet. What is the relation here? Style sheet relation. Okay, and href provide the path dot slash means current directory, because in the same directory in the desktop both file are saved, right? CSS file and HTML file, both file are saved inside the one directory in the desktop. So just use the dot slash, and what is the file name here? My css dot extension. Provide the extension here and close the link tag. And as you can see, I refresh the page. Style not applied because relation, not relation here. Relation, not relation. Just thing. External relation style sheet and href. Okay, okay. We don't need to use dot slash because we already available in the same path, right? So we don't need to use dot slash, but still not applied. My css name is correct. My css dot css. We need to check. Just a minute. In the head section, use the link tag. In the head section, use the style sheet relation rel equal to style sheet href into my css dot css. Saved. Every file will saved. Yeah, now it's applied because file not saved, that's why it's not coming. So see, it is if you want to change background also, background in h1, background gray, I want to provide gray. Save it and press the page. So as you can see, this is applied. Okay. Padding, we'll provide the padding 20 pixel, save it. Okay. It is applied. Okay, so using internal, external, and inline, I already explained. So like this, you can use the CSS in your HTML. Okay, so must watch my previous video also. Then you will better understand. You will get better understanding. Okay. So thanks for watching my video. We'll meet on the next video. In the next video, we will learn about the link tag, image tag. Actually, in the previous video, we already learned link and image, but again, we will learn in the deeply. Okay. So we will meet on the next video. Thanks for watching my video. Thank you so much.